Hi guys, let me show you the most popular math tricks that will blow your mind. All the timestamps are down below, and before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel for weekly videos. And also, if you want to know more about how I can help you in your child's math education, then the links are in the description below. And let's dive right in. Dividing by 5 is very easy also, as is multiplying by 5. Just in this case, just double the number. Double of 85 is, double of 80 is 160, and double of 5 is 10. So 170, and then second step is divided by 100, meaning shift the point one place to the left, and that will be your answer, 17. 85 divided by 5 is 17. It looks a little bit difficult or in two steps, but it's very easy. Double of 665 is, you can do double of 600, then double of 60 and double of 5. But what I suggest here is when the digits are more, double of 6 is 12, but we put 13 here. Let me put arrow here instead of equal to sign. 13 here. Why? The next digit we know will give us 2-digit number. Now here double of 6 is 12, but we have already taken care of, in 12 we have already taken care of 1 when we increased 1 here. So we'll put only 2, but before we put 2, we'll see the next number if it's giving us a single digit number or 2-digit number when we double it. So double of 5 is 10, 2-digit number. So we'll increase here, increase 2 by 1 to make it 3, right? And then double of 5 is 10, but we'll put only 0 because 1 of 10 we have already taken care of. Now we doubled 665, or you can do double of 600 is 1200 in your mind, then double of 60 is 120. So 1320, keep it in mind, and then double of 5 is 10, so 1330. Whichever way you want to double the number, you can do it. And second step is you just shift the point one place to the left. So our answer here is 133. Okay, double of 73 is, double of 7 is 14, and double of 3 is 6. And when we shift 1 point to the left, it is 14.6. That's the answer. And here dividing by 50, the only difference in 5 and 50 is 5 is half of 10 and 50 is half of 100. So we shift two points to the left when we in the second step. So the first step is double of 750, that is 1500. All right, and then we shift the point 2 places to the left. So 1 place, 2 places, point will be here. So it's 15. That is easy. And double of 54.32, we can go in points also. Double of 54 is 108, and double of 32 is 64. So 108.64, we doubled it, and after that we can shift the point 2 places to the left. So it will be here. Answer will be 1.0864, right? And here 25 is 1/4 of 100. So we double it twice. That's the only difference, and shift the point 2 places to the left. So double of, let me write it here. Double of 425 is 850, and double of 850 is, double of 800 is 1600, and double of 50 is 100. So 1600 and 100 is 1700. And then we shift the point 2 places to the left. So 1 place, 2 places, it means remove the 2 zeros, and our answer is 17. Squaring numbers near 50 is very easy. Just see the difference of that number from 50. This number is 53 is 3 above 50. So whatever the deficiency or the surplus is from 50, you add or subtract that same number with 25. This is plus 3. So 3 above 50. So we add 3 in 25 to get the first part of the answer, that is 28. And then second part is we square that same surplus or deficiency. So square of 3 is 9, but remember 50 is half of 100, that has 2 zeros. Our base here is 100 with 2 zeros. So second part of the answer will have 2 spaces always. So 3 squared is 9, but we'll write 09. That second part of the answer, 2809 is our answer. Here same thing, this is plus 4, 50 plus 4. So we do plus 4 in 25. 25 plus 4 is 29. And second part of the answer is same square of plus 4. 4 squared is 16. So that's second part of the answer. 2916 is our answer. And exactly same thing we can do when the numbers are below 50. So what we do here is, this 47 is minus 3, right? 50 minus 3 is 47. 3 less. So we'll do 25 minus 3, that is 22. That's first part of the answer. And second part is, we square this same deficiency. 3 squared is 9. So 09 we'll write. That's our answer. And then with 44, this is 6 less from 50. So 25 minus 6 is 19. That's first part of the answer. And 6 squared is what? 36. We write 36 as second part of the answer. 44 squared or 44 times 44, it's the same thing, 1936. Sometimes we have carry also. So let's do one like that. This is 38. 12 less than, this is, let me change the color, 12 less than 25. So 25 minus 12 will be what? 13. That's first part of the answer, but be careful here. Second part will give us 3-digit number, because 12 squared is 144, but we have only 2 spaces here. So we'll write 144 like this. And in the second step, we can write this 13, this one is carried over to the left to make this 13 equal to 14. And then second part is 44. 1444 is our final answer. When we divide by 9, it's very easy to do it. 23 divided by 9 is, just bring this number digit by digit from left. So bring this 2 here, and here we are writing the answer actually. Then whatever the last digit of the answer is, add it to the next digit in the dividend. So 2 plus 3 is 5. So the when you add the last digit, that's the remainder, 5. Or you can write 2.5555. It's recurring. That's also the answer, but approximate. 2 remainder 5 is the answer. That's exact. 2 remainder 5. And here sometimes we have to take care of 9s in the remainder also. Let's see what it means. We bring down this 6, right? We bring down this 6. This is first part of the answer. Then we add this 6 and this 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. So remainder is 12, but we cannot have remainder equal to or greater than the divisor 9. So we can see that there is one 9 in this 12 also. So we give that 9 is, this is actually, this 6 means 6 9s and 12. So 6 9s will become 7 9s, because there is one 9 in 12 also, and the remaining, when we take out 9 from 12, the remaining is 3. We have the answer 7 remainder 3, or 7.33 recurring. This we can give as it is, but there is another way of doing the same thing also. When we have something like this, let me bring it here. When we have something like 6 remainder 12, right? And we see this remainder is equal to or greater than 9. We just increase 1 in the answer to make it 7. From 6, it will become 7. And just add the digits here. And actually, what we did is we took the digit sum of the number. That's also, whenever you take digit sum of the number, it means you have if that number is divided by 9, whatever the remainder will be, that's the digit sum actually. So right away you can get answer from here also. Okay, let's try this 58. 58 divided by 9. Bring this 5 down, right? Then 5 plus this 8 is 13. So remainder 13. That's the first step. And in second step, as I told you, increase 1 in 5 because this remainder is greater than 9. To take care of that, 5 will become 6. And then 13 we add just 1 and 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. So 6 remainder 4 or 6.44 recurring is your answer. 6 remainder 4. Okay, and we can do long numbers also. So let's do this 2, 3, 1, 2 divide by 9 and bring this 2 down. Then 2 plus 3, this 3 is 5. Then 5 plus this 1 is 6. And then 6 plus this 2 is 8. And because it's the last addition, we say remainder 8 and that's our final answer. 2, 3, 1, 2 divided by 9 is 256. Remainder 8 or 0.888 recurring, that you can write. It's so easy. So, and sometimes you have to, if you want to make it quick in one step, you have to look ahead before writing your answer. If I am dividing, there are two ways of doing the same thing. I'll show you both ways. And second way is way too easy. So you can use that method. So bring down 4. Then we add this 4 and this 7 to get 11. Then this 11 plus this 3 is what? 14. And that's your remainder. But we can see this is also 2-digit number and this is also greater than 9. So there are two problems here. This 11, this 1 in 11 will carried over to the left to make this 4 equal to 5. And we have 1 here and remainder 14. And then in next step, we know that this is 5. This will become 2. And we just add the digits here. 1 plus 4 is 5. That is our final answer. But we can do it in one step also if we wanted to. Let me show you how to do that. So exactly same thing if we have 473 divided by 9, let's say. Bring down this 4. If I look ahead, I know in the next step I will add 4 and 7 and that will give me 2-digit number. So instead of writing 4 here, I will write 5 here, increase 1. And then 5 plus 7 is, 5 plus this 7 is 12, but 1, 12 and this one we already have taken care of because we increased 1 here and we just have 2 here. We write 2 here and then in the third step 2 plus 3 is 5 and that's the answer actually that we got here in one step. So if you are comfortable with the concept, after that you can do this to get this answer in one step also. And we'll do the same with the last one, 251 divided by 9. We bring this 5 here as the answer and 5 plus 2 is 5 plus 2 is 7. But before writing 7, I know the next step 7 plus 5 will give me 2-digit number. So instead of writing 7, I will write 8, one more. Not a very good 8. Okay, better. 8. So this 8 plus this 5 is 13. But we already, in 13, we already took care of 1 when we increased 7 to make it 8. So we have only 3 here. We write 3 and then in the last step 3 plus 1 is 4. I hope I didn't confuse you in this because it's a new concept. Just try to do a little practice and always check your answer in the calculator. And when you are comfortable, then you can do it even faster than people do it on calculator. And this is 583 remainder 4 or 0.4444 recurring. You can do that. What does perfect square mean? If I multiply 5 by itself. 5 squared means 5 times 5, that is 25. This 25 is a perfect square. Any number multiplied by 19 times 19 is 361, and it's same as 19 squared. So that's 361 is the perfect square. So any number multiplied by itself, the result is perfect square. So 6889 is a perfect square, and we have to find the number that multiplied by itself gives the result 6889, and that is called square root. So square root of perfect square is how to calculate it easily. Let me tell you in 3 steps, and after a little practice you can do it in 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, so the first step is from right we make the pairs, right? Here we can see one number is 89. We split it in pairs. So 89, the other number is 68, right? So with this, we can see there are only 2 pairs. It means the answer will be in 2 digits, right? And here on the left number, we can see it's 68. 68 is, if we do 8 squared, it's 64, right? And if we do 9 squared, it is 81. 68 is between 64 and 81. It means the first digit of the number will be 8. Why? Because, let me write it here. Because if we do 80 squared, we get 6400, right? If we do 90 squared, we get 8100. And we have 6889, that is greater than 6400 and less than 90 squared, that is 8100. It means the answer will be between 80 and 90. That's the first step. You look at the left pair, leave two digits on the right and look at the left number and see which 2 squares this number is between which 2 squares, right? Square numbers. So this is between 64 perfect square and 81 perfect square. It means the answer will be, the first step is to know this range, right? So this number, the answer to this number will be between 80 and 90, that's for sure. That's the first step. Second step is we look at the rightmost digit, that's the units digit. So now let me tell you, it is something we know from our childhood. So let me show you here this table. Okay, now here we can see that if we square a number that is ending in 1, we get the answer 1. And if we square the number that is ending in 9, we also get 1. So whenever the number is ending in 1 or 9, we get the answer 1. Here, if a number is ending in 2 or 8, right, the square will end in 4. And if a number ends in 3 or 7, when we square that number, the answer will end in always 9, here 9 also. And if any number, it ends with 4 or 6, when we square it, the square will end in, so this 36 is perfect square, it's ending in 6. And 16 is a perfect square, it's ending in 6 also. And if a number is ending in 5, the square will end in 25. Only 5, if it has only 5 in the end, it's not a perfect square. And if a number is ending in 0 here, the perfect square, its square will end in 00, always. So keeping that in mind, we know that this perfect square is ending in 9, right? When it is ending in 9, it means the number has to end in, let me change the color, 3 or 7, right? Because here its square is ending in 9, here also its square is ending in 9. So the number must end in 3 or 7. And we know in this range, there are only two numbers that end in 3 or 7. That's 83, right? If we square 83, the answer will end in 9. And it can be 7. If we square 87, the answer will end in 9. Okay. That's step 2. Now we came down to only two numbers out of 10. And the third and final step is, we know that the number is between 80 and 90, right? 80, this number 6889 is between 80 squared and 90 squared, right? So the number in between is, the mean is, the middle number is 85. And in trick number, let me show you that also, tell you which trick it was. Squaring number ending in 5 is trick number 7. We did trick number 7, that is squaring numbers that end in 5, and it was very easy. Just multiply this number, whatever number is beside 5, multiply that number by its next number. 8 times 9 is 72, and then because of this 5 we write 25. And look at this number, 6889 is less than 725 or greater. Now this is the base actually. This is less or greater, which we look at this number, this is the base. If it is less than middle number squared, then we take the lesser one, smaller one. And if it is bigger, then we'll take the bigger one here. But in this case, 6889 is less than 7225. So we take the smaller number. And when you have a little bit practice, just multiply this number by this number. 8 times 9 is 72, and only look at this number. This is greater or bigger. 68 is smaller than 72, so we take the smaller number. That's it, guys. This is in explanation, it's very long, but once you have a little bit practice, like with 4-5 numbers only, perfect squares, you will know, and after a little practice you can do it in 10 seconds. Here, let's do it a little faster. So here the first step is, we see 57 on the left pair. So I know that 7 squared is 49, 8 squared is 64. So this 57 is between the squares of 7 and 8. So we'll write 7 and 8 here and put 0. And that's the first step. This 5776 is square root of this is between 70 and 80. This much time it takes, like 1 or 2 seconds to see. And for explanation, you can see that 70 squared is 4900 and 80 squared is 6400, and we can see 5776 is between 4900 and 6400. So the answer must be between 70 and 80. The second step is, this perfect square is ending in 6, and here is our 6, right, in perfect square. So the number must end in 4 or 6. So in this case, in this range, there are only two numbers that end in 4 or 6, that is 74 or 76, right? And the last step, third step, is very easy. Just multiply these two numbers. 7 times 8 is 56. Now tell me if this 57 is smaller or bigger than 56. It's bigger, so we take the bigger number. And that's our answer, 5776. If you take square root of it on calculator, you will see it's 76. This is a geometry trick. If you have a square, and in that square you are given the diagonal and you want the area of that square, just multiply this diagonal by its half. 6 times half of 6 is 3. So 6 times 3 is what? 18, and that's your answer. This is that simple. And if it's an odd number, what you can do is, instead of multiplying by its half, you can do 15 times half of 15. So you can see it's squaring actually. So what you can do is just square the number. Square of 15 is, we know how to square a number easily if it ends in 5. So this one will be multiplied to its next number. 1 times 2 is 2, and then we write 25, and we have to do half of it. So half of 2 is 1, half of 2 is 1, and half of 5 is 2.5, and that's our answer. And here in this case, area is, let me change the color. 7 squared is 49, and half of 49 is easy. Half of 4 is 2, and half of 9 is 4.5, and that's our answer. If you found these tricks useful, then give me a thumbs up and subscribe the channel for weekly videos. And also, if you are at the point of frustration regarding your child's math education, then click the link below to see how can I help you. And thanks for watching. Really appreciate that. Until next time, happy journey from math hell to math heaven.